Teenage distracted and drunk driving accidents have claimed many lives in the United States. So many so that the teenage driving complications are now considered major social issues in our nation. A large portion of these problems are attributed to the inexperience of new teenage drivers.
Youth, inexperience, out with your buddies, out at a party, out somewhere, and just that inexperience, experimentation.
Distracted driving is one of a select few problems typically found as the cause of motor vehicle accidents. Teenagers are not the only drivers responsible for distracted driving, but an overwhelming number of victims in teenage driving accidents are not the driver, but passengers, pedestrians, bicyclists, and passengers of other nearby vehicles.
But it's just not worth it, because even just in a slight time of experimentation, one or two drinks, you'll start to lose a little bit of good judgment calls.
Right.
You're not thinking clearly, and the more you drink, the more that judgment goes down the window. I have saw kids that, thought they were perfectly fine, because they felt fine, and then, we stopped them for an accident, a traffic violation, whatever it is.
Driving while under the influence is a mistake made not only by teenagers, but by drivers of all different ages. Nevertheless, teenagers may often find themselves in a position where driving after drinking alcohol is an option, and because of this option, thousands of people are killed every year. No person should ever get behind the wheel of a motor vehicle after imbibing alcohol, but teenagers are especially at risk of making such a decision due to their lack of fully developed decision-making skills and proper driving experience. The percentage of teenage deaths while driving is significantly higher than the driver death rate of other adult drivers. Teen drivers are not only more susceptible to driving distracted, but driving dangerously. Teenagers are more likely to overestimate their driving abilities and tend to drive in a reckless manner. Risky driving habits are not a factor because of distraction or inebriation, but because new drivers have not developed skills behind the wheel of a vehicle that only driving for many years can create. Several solutions are available to help solve this current social issue. One of the more direct ideas being a better education program for new drivers. If new drivers were better introduced to the true dangers of driving a vehicle, consideration may be taken before driving distracted or driving while under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Not only can new drivers be instructed on the problems with driving distracted, but also how important safety belt usage is and how much more likely one is to die without one. New drivers can always use more practical instruction as well as more classroom information on road knowledge and the risks one assumes when operating a vehicle. Another solution of significance other than a more evolved driver education system would be stronger police interactions with distracted drivers. Drunk drivers are already dealt with at an appropriate level, but distracted drivers, new and experienced, must be met with more severe consequences. To really make a crucial impact on driving-related deaths, there must be a greater fear of punishment than currently stands.